My personal experience of the day was, obviously, it was quite a hectic, frantic day. I was at my apartment, and we were actually awoken to it was actually my phone that went off with a rocket siren. I thought it must be some sort of test. And it was only when we heard them that I realized it wasn't. And obviously, as the news started, we were watching the TV, and as the news started coming through, it became increasingly apparent that it was unprecedented. I think, like many people, I chose to leave Tel Aviv, and I went to just a bit north to some friends near Netanya, just to get out of the constant rocket barrages, and it was kind of all hands on deck. I mean, obviously, my role as honest reporting, as you can imagine, the early media reports about what was going on were, as you can imagine, it was, I think, most Western outlets were shocked and were reporting, as in what they could see, footage, whatever. But I knew then that I was in for a long, long, long slog, and that we would be in for, it would be a big war, and, it would, the media coverage would be against Israel, as it always has been.
Yeah.
So actually, the first piece that I did for honest reporting was that evening, and it actually wasn't about the media's response. It was just, I think, commenting on the day's events. There was so much shock, and it was horrendous. So probably a day that I imagine most people in Israel will remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, of course. It's one of those things that you cannot erase from your memory. Like it's still hard to believe that that degree of violence happened in the 21st century, and the way it was reported in the media was appalling. Like, at the beginning, or maybe I was naive, I saw some solidarity, but very little, very, very little. Like I don't know why it was that small. Maybe people were just falling for the image or for the footage, that they couldn't be anti-Semitic for a day. But I think from the 8th of October, or maybe from the 9th of October, the world just turned the page. It was mad, because it took, I'd say, 1-2 days to be with Israel, to be anti-Israel. And Israel was not even in Gaza responding. And the whole world was already saying, oh, Israel is going to wipe out Gaza, and they're going to do some revenge, and they don't care about proportion. So as a media person, how was it for you to start following the reaction to the October 7? How was it?
I mean, to be honest, I thought that the mainstream media's reaction to Israel's, strikes and then subsequently going into Gaza, it was expected. I had anticipated that response by the media, and it's something that has happened before, I think, it didn't come as a surprise.